Hello, you. I'm Danny. I'm here with Robin.
Hello, I'm Robin. I'm here with Danny.
Hello. We could go about this forever. And today we're going to play John Wick Hex. Which is a game I'm vaguely aware of, but Robin has been excited for months and months and months about. Haven't you, Robin?
Yep. Boy, when I first saw the announcement for it, I remember so excited because it's perfect. It's how you would do a strategy game. It's how you do a game about John Wick where you get to feel like a cool dude, because you can't just have a regular action game where you run about and shoot the shit out of a bunch of people.
No,
yeah?
I believe
because
Mr. Bithell said that himself, right?
because that leaves so much room for error. Yeah, I love a Bayonettas and things like that, and I love a Vanquish. But if you mess up, then you're not going to look cool. You're going to look like a twit.
It's not very John Wick to get into like a sad sort of when I have played character action games. There's you go okay for a lot of it, and there's a sad bit at the end where you clean up three fellas, and it's just you go over and push them over. John Wick don't do that.
Yeah. John Wick doesn't do that.
I'm gonna press new game when we get an explaining. But I will say one thing. So we're big fans of the John Wick films here. They're much better than any action film has any right to be, and also Keanu Reeves is lovely. But those films have a lot of fighting in it and a lot of stabbing dudes with pencils in it. I don't know if there's any of that level of stuff in it, but there could be blood and that, you know.
Actually, the blood is bright pink in this game.
Sick! Oh, brilliant!
Yeah,
let's go.
It's set in the Danganronpa universe. You know what? Sometimes the jokes don't need to have a wide audience.
Fucking Wick. Indeed.
Quite in position, is he not?
Oh!
Surely you must have known our disappearance.
Yeah, they actually got the
Got the voices.
I don't believe they got
I
Keanu.
assume your high table would try.
To be fair, he doesn't speak that much in John Wick. He mostly does cool flips.
That's true.
They got Winston, and that's one of the voices, right?
Yeah, they got Ian McShane and they got Lance Reddick.
Present location is not on any maps.
Ooh, they have.
Nobody knows about this place. That's probably why your friend started searching at Edgar Wu's place in Chinatown. Mr. Wu is
Nice that they call him his friend.
was.
Hmm.
He ran everything south of 14. Made no secret of our relationship. Hell, he was proud of it.
What I find confounding about this game is, so I believe it's Mike Bithell, right, the creator, made a few really lovely indie games that you might have heard of, things like Thomas Was Alone, you may have heard of, and then somehow ended up with a huge movie license.
Danny, wiggle the mouse in these bits.
Oh, I was just politely watching.
You can wiggle the mouse. It's
Wiggle
nice.
the mouse and then John Wick wiggles. John Wiggles. How did he end up with the John Wick license?
I'm really not sure. I understand that he made a stealth game called Volume.
Yes, he
I
did.
interviewed him about that at an EGX a few years ago.
When you say that, was that when you asked him about toilets in video games?
Yeah, and he said there's a functioning toilet in Volume that you can use to distract guards.
Oh, so obviously that's the A to Z on why he got this. What's going on? This is a lot of UI. Oh, okay, I see. So as I move further away, it's taking more of these time units at the top. Because I know you said a while ago the game is measured not in turns, but in time.
Yeah, there's a really good anecdote about that I will talk about shortly once we get through the tutorial.
Okay.
I kind of like how it goes. It feels a little weird to get to grips with at first, but it becomes really intuitive really quickly.
Oh, there's so much. This is not in any way a criticism. This is just an immediate reaction. There's a lot of UI.
It's a little overwhelming at the start, but it's going to make sense soon. Do some squats.
Oh, it freezes time when they fall down and everything.
It freezes time whenever you finish your action, so you can plan what your next thing's going to be.
Okay.
This is why I was so excited about it, because a character action game wouldn't work for John Wick, because he's all about planning and knowing exactly what his next move is going to be. So stopping time and letting you figure out what you're going to do next means that you can do some really cool shit.
It's
with
very,
loads
very
of
nice
dice.
that it immediately stops if you see a new enemy
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, like, you're right. A straight-up strategy game, like a straight-up XCOM would not suit John Wick, right?
Yes.
So if I move up to him, that will be before he stops moving, right? So I could probably just walk up to him and like, oh, step
him a
out
few
of the
times.
melee capsule. Don't you hate it when you get put in the melee capsule?
My fucking face when.
How do I parry their attack?
So left click on them.
Oh.
So parrying doesn't do any damage, but it will
he's
stuff what
stunned.
they're currently doing, yeah.
Like, he's stunned for 0.2 seconds. You can see here on this incredibly intuitive, complicated piece of UI. That was not sarcastic. This makes perfect sense, actually.
Yeah!
Throw gun! Yay! I didn't need to do that, but now I've got his gun.
Your gun's better.
All right, fine. I'll get me custom handgun then. Jeez. The one thing that you told me about a very long time ago was that you can throw your gun to sort of confuse people, which honestly he does a lot in the films, but it is really cool.
Yeah, there's that one sequence towards the end of John Wick 2 where he walks into a building filled with lads and his gun's only got 7 bullets in. So there's a lot of him just frantically trying to find ammo and just pelting it at people's faces. I like that bit, it's good. Also, the thing is,
dude.
the dudes need to take time to aim, and John needs to take time to aim as well.
Yeah, like it said, it was trying to explain that there. Like, if I look at this, I'll have a bit of preparation time, then I'll shoot twice. It looks like.
Yeah.
So if I, well, he's gonna shoot now, so this is gonna be bad for me.
It takes considerably less time to throw your pistol than it does to aim.
But he's literally
fire.
just about to shoot, so I don't think this is gonna quite work.
You might be out of luck at this point, but that's okay.
Oh, oh, he just walked away. Okay, so you've got to move next to someone where they're going to have a fight.
Yeah, or in the bottom right, there's a wait button, so you can just take a few seconds.
Oh, that's not a wall.
0.2 of a second. Wait for them to move into position and then hit them really, really, really hard.
Takedown? Oh, there's so much UI again. Takedown. What?
So takedowns let you maneuver after you do your move.
Okay.
Some good jujitsu as well. I like it.
Okay. Oh, I see. I see. That's probably gonna get... All of this is gonna get bad in a fight, isn't it?
It's okay. The thing is that I've learned about playing this game for a few hours is that you're actually most important
fluffing that
resource.
fight out.
Yes, that's super hot it.
Oh, okay.
What? The most important. What?
I thought it was gonna be a top-down Reaper.
Cinematic angles, baby.
Yeah, cinematically John Wick throwing his gun in someone's face directly at them, then walking in a circle.
Look, it looks better later once you get better at the game.
I don't know what you mean, I'm very good at this.
God, this game might be very good.
Oh, this is very cool.
Yeah, the most important resource is focus. It isn't actually your ammo, because like focus lets you aim better and also do some more of your dedicated melee moves and also dodge better as well.
How do you dodge? Was there a command I wasn't quite understanding?
Yeah, no, it was when you were in the melee capsule, you could step out of it.
Oh, yes,
that's dodging.
Oh,
But also you
God,
could-
that is.
Imagine being a brawler god. Imagine John Wick is coming to kill somebody, and you've got to stop them, and you're just a dude with your bare hands.
Oh, it's a shame when the takedown chance is 100%, isn't it? Oh, this brawler guard's not doing very good at their job.
You're not having a good day, are you?
Oh,
I feel like takedown
speaking of not
strikes.
having a good day.
Actually, you know what? I'm still quite early, so I could be completely wrong on this, but I feel like takedowns and strikes are always going to be 100%. I could be completely wrong.
To be fair, like, John Wick.
Yeah. He's good at that.
He's good at that, and also, if you're in melee range and John Wick's kicking about, you're probably in trouble, right?
Yeah. Okay, Nick Tring Alley in the chat says all melees are going to be 100%.
What's the difference between striking and a takedown? I guess for takedown you move, huh?
Takedowns let you move. They're also... I think they're an instant kill.
So it's gonna be
but they cost focus. Whereas strikes, does 2 damage and takes 2 focus away as well, I think. Possibly more. It's about resource management. Like, you know, like a real RCS.
I'm not hugely seeing where the costs are.
Oh, at the bottom, I think, if you mouse over takedown.
It says your focus plus 0.5. Oh, it's like it one of the pills gets sort of...
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, the other thing about strikes is they don't immediately kill someone.
Yes.
That makes sense. Can I, like, walk over this gun and steal the ammo? Or is this...
No, you can't, but you can
Sorry,
pick it
I
up.
remembered what this is. It's John Wick. No, I can't. He throws the gun and gets a new one, yes.
Yeah.
John Wick. I've seen it. This area looks really cool, by the way.
Yeah,
oh, there's a
game's
dude.
got a look.
Game does got a look.
Joe's following.
I would really like that, Twin Drills. I would love a dating game where you just get to file your nails and chat up.
Ooh! Ooh!
You okay?
No, I found a roll. Away he goes.
The roll is really useful.
Oh, I've used all my focus rolling.
Unfortunately, it uses all your focus.
But I was thinking I wanted to watch that bit in the replay.
You know what? I'm looking forward to it as well.
If we make it through, Robin. Well,
I like.
Someone's had a bad day.
I like that the animation for regaining your focus is just shaking your head and going, because like I imagine that he just does 3 roly-polies in a row and then gets a bit dizzy.
I mean, oh, okay. When you reload a gun, all of the bullets in the old gun pocket go away.
Yeah.
See, I've been trying to figure that out too, Julius. I want to lean against walls because it feels like a film when you do that. There's loads of dudes.
I don't believe you can lean against the wall, but you can look cool anyway.
Bye!
Oh yeah, also, just because you've thrown a gun doesn't mean it's exploded into a million pieces. You can just pick it up again.
It's not like, yeah, I saw it before. Like, that's how we got our original gun back, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
I really want a place to refocus, but it seems like they're not going to give me a chance to refocus so much, because I sort of started something, didn't I?
That's a lot of... Okay, this seems good.
Okay. Oh, so if you move after someone has started aiming, they miss. And that sounds stupid in retrospect. So are they gonna like come into my trap, my John Wick trap? It's not very John Wick to wait, is it?
Yeah, he does that sometimes.
But also he does this sometimes.
Yeah.
He does that more often, really, doesn't he?
Saying it's not very John Wick to wait brings me to the amusing anecdote I mentioned earlier.
Oh, really?
So apparently the original prototype for this game that Mike Bithell and his team presented to the John Wick brand manager was basically
you know, John Wick brand manager, just Keanu Reeves.
It was basically just XCOM, but you only control one person. And honestly, XCOM where you just control one person probably would have been rubbish.
I don't think that's even a good XCOM. Never mind a John Wick.
So the brand manager looked at the game and said, "Since when does John Wick wait for the bad guys to have their turn?" And they realized,
point. Oh, here it comes! Here it comes!
Yay! Yay! Oh,
You know, John Wick. No, that's a very funny anecdote, and immediately like
I'm enjoying the
makes a
game
lot of sense. Like when you think about John Wick, right? Those films are some of the least stationary films I've ever seen. Coffee, by the
Ooh.
way. The replay camera is already probably my favourite part of this.
It's so good. I was hoping that they would have this kind of view in there, and they did, and it's brilliant.
It's, again, like, Mike Bithell makes very good games. This is just a really odd game for what, like, did he make it on his own again?
No. Definitely
Okay, it's like, did he like set up a
Edgar's
studio?
boys
'Cause
are rather
I noticed it
impressive, if I
said just
recall correctly.
Bithell at the start as opposed to Mike Bithell done this.
not. I think Bithell is the name of his studio.
Speak for yourself. We live by
But
I know what I'm
Vol-
going to do.
I feel like since Bithell, no, since he put out Volume, he's had a team working with him.
Weird that I couldn't dodge at that range, huh? No, come back into my melee capsule.
Yeah, Volume. He also made Subsurface Circular and Quarantine Circular.
Make a pile. Were they all... Was Thomas Was Alone his first? Because I feel like I can't quite remember.
Thomas Was Alone was his first game. He made it while he was still working at Googling at the speed of sound.
That was his job?
He was working at
Hey. Stop it!
Blitz Games.
Oh. I'll have that, actually.
Yeah, he was working at Blitz Games, making games like Tak and the Guardians of Gross, and Dead to Rights Retribution.
Oh,
Fuck.
Really?
Yeah.
That's rough. Unfortunately, we all know about that game.
You get a dog and it bites people.
Oh, you go there. The takedown's very fun.
It's really good. Being able to reposition like that is super useful as well. I actually really like the push, just because I think it's got cool animation.
Oh, is there it's actually a move called push that I've just completely not seen because of takedown.
That's exactly right, Danny.
Takedown's good though!
It's really good.
I'm gonna go to this door that's all pink. Does pink mean enemy come from it? Pink doesn't mean I go into it, apparently.
I feel like the enemies infinitely spawn, so it encourages you to get through the level quickly.
Oh, he can see me there. Okay. Hee I'm John Hidden. Can I roll out
my
and shoot
John
someone
trick.
after I roll?
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, but he's not there.
Well, you can't shoot him anymore, then can you?
It's a real shame.
Stand up.
Oh, no, he's coming!
Ah! Well, I can shoot him.
Oh, no! I'm very immediately already not, like, really taking on the persona of John Wick for this stream. So that's why the high-pitched, like, panic. Again, high-pitched panic, something often not seen in the John Wick films. You know what? That's gonna be cool. Yeah. Oh, you're right. Oh. Oh, I see you move with the... Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
And he's just gone now. Does he X mean
It
asleep
X
rather
means
than dead?
you don't need to. I think so. I don't know if it tracks that. Basically, it means you don't need to worry about them.
I suppose again, it's very John Wick to be like, I know you've dealt with this person. Get a shuffle on. Oh, well, guess that's my option. That's rough. That's so rough.
It does feel weird when there's just like lads walking at you and you just shoot them to death.
It's like he had brawler intent. What was I supposed to do?
I kind of play this game like the Predator in that if they are trying to brawl me, I will brawl them back, and if they try to shoot me,
the fucking boogeyman.
the boogeyman.
Fucking boogeyman. Shout out to Peter Stamara, you're a real one. somehow following me across time and space.
He just
No.
keeps turning up, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's a fantastic actor and he is typecast
Yes.
as... What? Here's the thing about Peter Stormare, right? He is typecast, but somehow he is typecast never as the same nationality, but always as the same character. For
He's
some
just
reason, Hollywood
European?
can't decide what nationality he is.
Yeah. I remember seeing an interview with Peter Stormare a little while ago where he was talking about...
Oh,
He was talking about when he started working in films, people... The general tone was to move away from, I think, having just Russians as the villains and having Eastern Europeans, and he said, "Great, I love working." So yeah, he just got casted he got cast in a bunch of films as a villain because it turns out that, you know what, playing a villain seems quite fun.
He's very good at it. Like he gets a lot of roles where he is sort of a bit spooky. I mean, Until Dawn is a great example.
Yeah.
Like he's in that mostly because of the role he got typecast in, as a bit of a wrong'un. But like he does play that role very, very well. It's really funny to see him using the same accent. Like, asked to use the same accent and same delivery for, like, oh, he's been American, he's been Swedish, which he actually is. In John Wick, he's Russian, but he still speaks like him. And, like, come on.
He's also got, like, the most... If you look at his filmography, it's the most... Wait, he was in that? Like, I'm looking at it now. He was in Bad Boys 2.
Yeah, he is very
He's
much
in-
the, like, the what of every... Oh.
He's in The Lost World Jurassic Park.
What?
Yeah!
Was he one of the dinosaurs?
Right? He was Dieter Stark.
Oh, yeah, of course. He was also in Tim and Eric for some reason.
Dieter is separated and killed by a pack of compost Nagtha.
No!
Compsognathus. I think I've been saying that wrong my entire life. Okay.
I don't think I've ever said the name of a dinosaur right, I'll be honest with you.
He was also in...
Oh, Jesus.
John...
At least there was that screen to cover it up.
Yeah. He was also in the 2011 horror film Marianne, which, obviously, may not be very much to the people at home, but our friend who quite likes horror, who's coincidentally also called Marianne, watched that film with me, so...
Like, he tends to show up in those sort of places, and like, I genuinely believe he is a fantastic actor. And whenever I
love him.
see him, it makes me really happy. And apparently, he's also super nice. But he's cast as the scariest people imaginable. Like, that guy from Fargo, and Matthias Nielsen from Mercenaries 2. Oh, you're an enemy, aren't you?
What?
Oh, well. Huh?
He was Matthias!
You never knew
course
that!
I didn't realise that! I don't think it was meaningful at the time when I realised Mercenaries 2. But you know what? It all lines up.
He was,
of course.
He was the Viking man from the Mercenaries. Oh, I got that. You're just
He's
having
in Call of
trouble,
Duty He's in Call of Duty Black Ops 4 as himself.
huh? What, actually?
Yeah.
He voices a person in Castlevania? Who is he in Castlevania?
Godbrand.
No, God. But when you say Godbrand, do you just mean a priest? Because I've told you, calling the church a brand is probably a little unfair. That's like not a wall, is it? Look, there's like a hole in that. There's like a hole right through it. What I'm doing. Hey. Yeah. That killed him.
Godbrand is an antagonist in the Castlevania animated series. He is a general of Dracula's army, a Viking vampire that loves hunting, killing, having sex, and turning humans into boats.
Sorry, can we get a repeat of the last one? I think I misheard it.
You heard me completely right.
No, I definitely misheard what you said at the end there.
Turning people into boats.
Okay, no, I heard it.
I told you.
It sounded like it was fake, though. How do you turn a person into a... Like, you just push him into the lake and, like, float around him like a lilo.
Sit on their back and get a kayak
Oh, it's
paddle.
all best dudes!
They do amp it up pretty quickly. Like, okay, you figured out the rules. Now fight 4 lads.
Yeah, this is far more lads than I was expecting in this immediate situation. Yeah, beefed that, didn't I? Oh no! I got a little bit surprised about how hectic that got. So, this does 3, but it kills him. Is it 3 per bullet?
It's 2 per bullet, I think. But because John shoots
Oh,
twice.
sorry, yes, 2 per bullet rather. That's what
Yeah.
I meant before I was incapable of doing math. What's maths?
Maths. You will get different guns later.
Maths.
You get different guns later that do different damage. But also, aim faster or slower.
It's like the end of John Wick where he gets other guns. So he's not... He is dead. I clearly was not paying enough attention when it all kicked off and I got scared. I'm just gonna just pop that guy from here. No, I'm not.
I think they actually randomized the enemy layouts if you restart a mission as well, which I think I like. It means you can't just save scum.
Though you can't, but it also means you can't really like make a strategy around the level. Like it could go either way, really. You've played more of the game than me, so I trust you that it is a good mechanic.
I think I like it. Yeah, but
okay.
if you kill them with the first one, then you don't need to worry about the second.
That was a sad little draw they had. I'm gonna get the heart icon. That's to make John's fans love him more. Does that take time? Yeah, everything probably takes time, huh? Wait, I've got a cool idea. Surprise, it's John Wick!
Yeah!
Whee! Oh, this game is cool, huh? This game's really cool. Something bad is happening from this direction, I guess? Is that person taking aim, you think?
Apparently they randomize some of the enemy layouts.
Okay. That seems like a fair compromise. So you can learn them.
Yeah. Like you can, also like the geometry of the level always stays the same, so you can learn that at least. You just need to think on your toes a little bit.
I threw a gun at you, how dare you? Oh, this is going to be a problem for me, isn't it? Oh wait, can I get to them before... If I move
Sometimes.
here... Probably not. Oh, that other person's going to take a shot though. Oh dear.
Yeah.
And they've moved to... They were okay, I'm starting to understand. Like that.
It does take a little while to get your head into.
Before I got my ability, my action off rather. So theirs took precedence. I'm just gonna have a cheeky little run away.
You can do that. I had some success against the boss fight earlier by leading them on a merry dance because I needed to find a gun and also get some focus back.
It's the best way to surprise a guy. Hello! Oh. Just bopping me on the head as I try and shoot him. Okay. How long does changing stance takes a while? That person's already aiming at me. What can I do? Nothing, it looks like.
When you're crouched, you
completely
can't.
In the way.
Yeah, you can't punch or kick much. It makes your aim more accurate, and it makes you harder to shoot. There's a lot you can't do as well while you're crouched.
Why would you ever want to push someone if it doesn't hurt them?
It does hurt them.
Didn't seem to hurt them a lot. Oh dear. What's the pause? Ah, it's there. I realise I can just press this button and wait for people to come into where I'm expecting them to move to.
Yeah.
Oh, we both got hit. Okay. Does that mean the parry didn't work? Oh no, the parry probably went off after their attack, didn't it?
Hmm.
That person's come around here and pop them. Time to go home. It's bad here. It's really bad here. Time to go home. Yeah, this came out yesterday, was it? Yeah.
That's exactly right.
It's very, very new. Is it? I believe it's only out on the Epic Store right now, right?
It's on Epic Game Store and it's also on Mac as well. I'm gonna check actually because I feel like they are going to be putting it out on other things as well soon.
Please do. Let's do a
okay.
due diligence on this.
It says here consoles.
Oh, it's
whatever
coming
that
to
means.
it's coming to computer gaming consoles. Okay.
Hmm.
John threw his gun into the end of the level even if he did not make it. Important to make sure gun is safe. Does push take less focus or something? Maybe it does. I need to look at the actual dialogue.
Yeah, it does take less focus than takedown, but it's not an instant knockdown.
Yeah, like takedown is you take someone down.
Yeah.
Who made the last stand on safe ground? Safe? Nowhere in this city is safe.
I just like hearing their voices.
Protection.
It's wild that they got them for it.
Yeah.
Is Hex voice actor someone you'd know?
We live
Yes, Troy Baker. So
Really?
yes. Yeah.
How did? I guess the John Wick license comes with some money, I suppose.
I guess so, yeah.
I want to go in there. All the way round. Oh. John wants shortest possible path.
It's nice to hear Troy Baker getting to do a voice that isn't just, can you sound as much like Nolan North as possible? You okay?
No!
Well, neither's they.
didn't-
Neither are they, so...
Neither's they. It's
Neither's
me,
thems.
Regional John Wicks. Hey up! I come to do some shooting in that. Where am I going? If I stand up, I'll probably get in their line of business again, won't I? What if I... Boop! Ha 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 ha! Surprise! Oh. Well, I did surprise them.
There was a interview with Ian McShane on Off Camera with Sam Jones, which is a very good interview series, where he was talking about his career, essentially.
He has had quite a long career, hasn't he? Because what I didn't realise about Ian McShane before he started popping up in films recently is like he's quite a well-established British actor, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was weird because he was talking about like
okay, sorry.
He was talking about like how the video is titled "It's better to be shit in a hit than a hit in shit." So like, I guess even if you have a bad performance, people will still remember you as being in a great film.
Yeah.
So like, it's a funny way to talk about that.
It's quite a clever way of looking at it, though, isn't it? Like, because
Yeah.
he has been in a billion things, right?
And he talks about it in the interview as well, actually. There's a very good bit where he talks about how sometimes people in the street will recognize him and say like, "Oh, I loved you in Hot Rod."
So I didn't even realise he was in Hot Rod until you told me.
Yeah, he plays Rod's dad, and he's Lonely Island. What's his name?
Andy Samberg.
Andy Samberg. Yeah, Andy Samberg is trying to raise money to get him a heart transplant so he can kick his ass.
Yes.
It's such a good
I
film.
didn't realise that was him. Like,
Yeah.
Where did that bullet?
Oh, weird.
Through wall? Oh, window. Window. Okay.
Oh, that'll do it.
Not magic. its window. Oh, you know what? You're right, there is enemies close. Not anymore. That went relatively smooth.
Yeah.
Except for this bit, I suppose. This... I know what they're trying to do with these, but maybe it's just the fact I'm pretty bad at the game still. There's a certain inelegance to John's movement.
It's a little jerky at times.
It's more like
don't
he looks
stop.
pure confused rather than with intent.
Yeah.
See, that was almost cool. I dodged out of that bullet.
This game does let you do the thing, which I feel is very John Wick, where you start beating up one person, then shoot somebody else, then go
then
back
finish
to
the
beating up the
job.
first person. Yeah.
Yeah, like, John Wick's model in this game is quite nice, isn't it? He looks really tall and spindly in a nice way.
Yeah, I don't want to say this because I'm worried I'm using the words wrong, but
No, it's alright, you've committed now.
the character designs are a little impressionist, in that, like, there's...
I can see why you're worried about the word.
because, like, they are quite detailed, but they're only detailed in certain specific bits, and they leave, like, a lot of it,
God!
how you remember John looking. You know?
Yeah, like, it's got the facial expressions and stuff you remember from John Wick. It's got him looking a little bit beleaguered. Although, not so beleaguered because it is like a prequel. Like, he looks sort of clean-faced a little bit. We can't really get in his face in this mode. The zoom seems irrelevant. I'll be honest with you.
It's not the best.
Okay, let's count how many times I have to scroll the wheel to get down to the maximum level. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16 times! Yeah, I don't know. Oh, hello! I know what's gonna happen to him though. So if I push that person, they can't shoot me, right? Oh,
that's right.
I would be walking across, so they probably could. Let's try. Bosses are different.
Bosses are different.
Okay.
I'm still not sure how I feel about the boss fights in this. They make you change your tactics considerably. Which is probably good, but also I'm bad at them.
Well, we'll see how bad I am now. Okay, so we can't really shoot bosses. That's fair enough. Oh, he can shoot me though, huh?
You need to get their focus
should've
down.
gone the other
before
way.
you can hit.
They do have like a cool suit on though. The very heavy shadows feel very nice.
I love it. I love it. I think this game looks great.
Can I like run away and refocus and stuff? The boss probably won't like that. Oh, it's you! Go away! Oh, okay. Wasn't as effective as I thought it would be at getting rid of him.
Yeah, I'm just looking it up. Apparently, the setting for this game is sometime before Helen. Which,
Yes, that's what it says at the very start.
yeah, that's
Hi, hello.
good. Ah, John.
It was a bit rubbish. Yeah, now that I know that's a boss room, I might do that. Whatever, get out of here.
Using bandages doesn't really affect much apart from your rating at the end of the game, or at the end of the level. Which is, I like that that's there, because I think that encouraging you to go back and master your performance is cool, and I'm also glad that you can ignore it.
Yes, it's like it's basically like a score challenge, right? But it's a bit more incentivized in this game, I suppose, because of the time aspect, but also because you want to be John Wick, right? You want to do it cool. You don't want to like hide behind a corner taking pot shots and going.
You don't want to let my dad down.
Your actual dad, Keanu Reeves. I don't know. I feel like by virtue of Keanu Reeves being like, the thing about him being an immortal, right? I feel like he's more contemporary than Father. Oh, this is
true.
This is like a little extra wall he's had installed in his office. I should have bandaged.
I'm quite surprised at how they managed to make a lot of the level geometry feel like an actual space, as opposed to just different arenas that you're walking between.
Why can't I roll anywhere? Oh, because I can't roll either of that. I'm a fool, aren't I?
Yeah, so you could have to roll a minimum of 2 squares, and you can
Yes.
only hexes, and you can only move in 6 directions in a straight line. You can't roll around corners.
I know how we can shoot. No, I went to shoot him. Although that dude is about to do some business on me, isn't he? So if
Maybe.
we push in that direction, but then the boss is around. If I strike, he'll be stunned for a bit, right?
If you strike, they'll be dead.
Oh yeah, because they only have 2 health left, huh?
Mm.
Oh, I guess it's cool to use a takedown on the boss, and I'll go over here and hope I can, like, yeah, no.
I like using takedowns on the bosses because that gives you a lot of time to punch them in the head, which brings their focus down and then lets you shoot them.
Whee! Hey, he didn't die, you lied to me. That's his focus
Oh, no.
gone. That was his focus, not his health, Robin.
Yeah, he's a boss. You can't kill them with.
You
Sorry,
just said that he'd kill him.
Sorry, I was mistaken.
Okay, it's fine. We'll
because
recover from this. First, this one has
My
to
video
go.
quality isn't 100%, but it's 80%.
Bye. So how do you stop this from becoming just a shitty gunfight like this?
I think if you just stay on top of them and like keep hitting them a few times, because of the boss focus being so high, it makes it a lot harder for you to actually hit them.
Well, no, the boss is. Oh, I suppose I've got a little bit left now, but like that's what I mean. Like this, we're just gonna stand here shooting each other. Because when I come out of cover, he shoots at me and I shoot at him. I suppose maybe I could have thrown a. If I'd thrown a gun. No, it said you couldn't interrupt his attacks though.
I'm still not sure how it works. I feel that you can interrupt their attacks with melee hits.
But it said before you couldn't. Maybe I misinterpreted that as being more harsh than it was.
I think you can't interrupt their attacks by shooting them. I think.
This is where John finds the corner of the room. Yeah! Yeah! Honestly, I would probably fire that guard. They have not done a good job.
So their shoot actions cannot be interrupted by your shoot actions. Can you still punch or parry them to stop their shooting at least?
That would make sense, but if that's the case, I feel it was not tutorialized super duper well.
No, to the extent where I'm asking, "Hey, is this how it works?" Okay.
New name earned for location. Is it? Are you unlocking like folklore names for John Wick as you go through?
I think that's got to be it, right?
Oh, that's cool. What level?
Alyosha Popovich is a Russian folk hero.
A stronger man than me.
What level do I have to do to unlock the Bukuma?
In ballads, he is described as a clever-minded priest's son who wins by tricking and outsmarting his foes. He defeated the dragon Tugarin Zmayev by trickery. Zmayevic? Zmayevic.
But there are other matters
Sorry,
we
Ian.
could both be attending to.
You are the key to a particularly
I
difficult
don't think you
life.
should apologise to Ian now. I think you should apologise to him after John Wick 4, where I assume he's going to have a worse time.
The world beyond it.
You bloody better.
They're a mask.
Oh yeah, that's if that's not Ian McShane, that's maybe the best impression I've ever heard in my life of anyone.
It is actually Ian McShane and actually Lance Reddick.
Power defines our reality.
The High Table has never been shy in this matter. All declare fealty. All must be of service.
Well, maybe not all.
All who wish to keep their heads.
The powerful.
It's...
They'll respect those who bend the knee.
Ian McShane
They
sounds really
flatter
like
them, give them titles and lands and the illusion. of
coy
self-determination
as
so that
Winston
they
in a way I
don't
think is really good.
respect them. Power.
Like, that line he just delivered was sort of almost with a smirk, but wasn't.
Turn a place by
Yeah,
their side.
definitely.
A man needs to demonstrate power.
Is that why you plugged it?
You kind of get this,
An
the,
attempt to
like,
demonstrate
or at least I kind of got rather the feeling from the first few films that he quite enjoyed running the hotel.
Killing.
Like,
Yeah, I think he seems very proud of the Continental.
yeah.
Sacred.
To the extent where I would say the things that he does in the third film,
No repercussions.
he wouldn't do if he didn't have such a sense of pride.
Yes, absolutely.
Demonstrates power.
Oh, Ashura has a good point. This has a sort of like Suda 51 feel in a way.
Yeah.
Please continue
It's like-
your story. I wonder where Jonathan is.
Sorry.
Elysium.
Just a little smile.
Cheap thrills.
Yeah, like that kind of
It's only
big focus on style without really
Osborne.
Okay, I feel like a lot of people say that Suda 51 games are all style and no substance. But actually, they've got lots of substance. You just need to meet them halfway.
I think
Ask.
what's making me think of that is specifically a lot of the shots of people sat around, like incredibly tight shots of their faces. That feels really
Yes.
Killer 7 to me in a way that's like, so what's going on?
I like this bit.
Oh, Continental coins. Oh!
I love that there's like a planning phase.
So,
Like, of
wait,
course
this
there
like,
is.
I can spend them, but only for one level.
Yep. You'll get more Continental coins for the third level, and a different set of bonuses that you can get.
It says unspent coins are not saved. Does that mean when I'm done with
You've got-
Elysium, or when I'm done with this part of it?
You've got 10, so you can use them for the entire thing.
So
that
it's 10 for the
includes.
entirety of this map, not 10 per mission.
That's right, yes. Because if you
Okay.
click on the different mission nodes,
Oh yeah, the
I'm gonna
mission
go with no.
nodules.
yeah, you can choose to stash a gun or some bandages at the different levels.
Oh, I see. Oh, right. Complicated. Okay, cool.
A little bit, but I feel that like if you're doing a planning phase for a big hitman's job,
Better planning, huh?
there'd be a planning phase
Oh,
basically.
I see. You can have some pills around there too. Okay, this is cool. This is cool. It's just... This game is quite tactically in-depth in a way that I guess I wasn't expecting. I don't know. I had very little expectations coming into this, I suppose, but there's
get
more, like, levels of game on it. What has happened? Oh, probably this side. I thought by virtue of, oh, well, we must go from bottom to top. It's game. Oh, looks like I
That's
broke...
okay. That means that once you get out of these bits, you're going to get some treats.
Yeah! Yes, please. Ooh. This song's cool. Looks like I broke the overlay, by the way.
Uh-oh.
I was too
Who
busy.
just followed?
I don't know, but hello and thank you.
Hello, thank you for following.
It looks, I've been, there's a whole thing. Do you want to get into dork chat on stream? Twitch
You know
recently
what?
changed a whole load of APIs, and I've had to rewrite the entirety of the backend of the overlay to like handle them. And I've mostly done it, but I haven't like fixed the old versions. I've only got these new versions because I'm working on a new version of the overlay for general stuff and also for Bloodstained coming soon. Twitch.tv/Danny's house. Woo. So I've been taking up quite a lot of time, and it's basically there, but it turns out there's a couple of bits and bobs missing on the old ones. Sorry, everyone. Love you.
I get
Thanks
you.
for following. Love you all. It's John Wick time. This door open, a dude's about to happen.
It's Danny's John Wick rules.
If you learn to play John Wick Hex, it's not fun anymore. It's Danny's John Wick rules. I'm about to get hit. Unless I do this. I just threw my gun at someone, didn't I? Oh well.
You can't get better at the bad guys missing you.
I mean, okay. Oh no, there's a dude with a gun coming. So what we're referring to, or I guess straight up just referencing rather, is a bit from an episode of a web series called Pretty Good by John Boyce. Have I got nowhere I can move off the back? I can only move there, but it's going to take me to the sights of Mr. Gun Dude, which I don't want to do. In which he looks
You can parry this guy, can't you?
That's what I was just about to do. In which he talks about poker players. Specifically, the episode is called "Why Do I Do This for a Living?" Which is a direct quote from someone who was pokering.
He didn't poker good enough, unfortunately.
No, he rather didn't. That's sort of the point of it. It's about how poker is a very rough thing to get into. Is that going to be good? That's going to be good. But in that, he talks about, John rather talks about learning poker because he wasn't too good at poker either. And so he talked about John's poker rules, one of which was things aren't fun when you learn about them, which I can understand. Things get stressful when you start to know what you're doing, which is basically the point of that. But also, genuine great advice for card games. You can't get better at having good cards. That's true. That's actually true advice. Also, John Boyce is a really wonderful creator. I think Pretty Good is a fantastic series. It's a little documentary series, and I have very little interest in American sports, being not from America and being too... I'm guessing this is where I'd stash things, huh?
Sometimes.
And being rubbish at sports. And, I like things like J-pop instead of sports. You can like both, but I personally don't. But the way he talks about American sports stuff is genuinely super engaging. Basically, he's
a
really good.
very good storyteller, yeah.
Extremely so.
The episode about hang on.
Which one are you thinking about? Use your words.
The baseball one.
Oh, the very, very first one. Was it Kim?
Lonnie Smith.
Oh, okay.
The one about Lonnie Smith is maybe
Kudo
one of my favorites. The Kudo Sung one's really good. About this dude who was not a batter being made to be a batter. But the Lonnie Smith one really gave me an appreciation for why people like sport. It isn't just what happens on the pitch, you know?
Yes. That episode is very good. Similarly, I think it gave me more an appreciation of him than of Lonnie Smith than anything else. But again, it's just a genuinely great. He's a very good storyteller. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, John's poker rules is really funny. Also,
they're not all about sport or games as well. Sometimes
it's about bodybuilding for him.
Yeah, or 24.
Oh yeah, there is that one as well. The one that really sticks with me in terms of little throwaway gags is when he talks about unions and the whole list of reasons why. It's like a sort of pros and cons of unions and people who would support either side. And on the union side, there's loads of obviously really, really good points because unions are good. On the anti-union side, it just has one bullet point and just says assholes, which that's stuck with me in my heart. If I roll here, is that person... Oh, okay. Maybe I can surprise them here. I can!
Nice!
Hey, that was cool.
This bit's really good when you realise, it's John Wick, we're going into a nightclub, but then you realise what the nightclub was built around, what the geometry... Not just geometry, just what the
geometry is built
building...
around rolling.
Naturally.
Oh, here's the corridor problems section. I really want to throw guns more often, but I've been very bad at it so far.
It's so tempting, and it's usually such a bad idea.
Fully just threw my gun through someone.
I really like John's stance when he doesn't have a gun, just walking towards people with murderous intent. Oh no, Ivy, you're right.
Ivy's so right. That's so obsessing.
Is this just a total conversion mod of The Sims?
Yeah, this is Sims John Wick stuff. It's got a whole lot of blue and pink lighting.
The Continental Stuff package.
It added some really unfortunate job paths in that one. Hey, that level went fine.
Yeah. This is the first time I realized that, like, okay, the game, like, the first set of levels felt pretty tough, but, like, it built up slowly. Then there's corridor problems, and there's, like, 4 or 5 guys coming at you at once, and you realize, oh, this is what we're doing now.
It's like
Osborne worked his way up from dancer to
it feels like there's going when you get good at it, it feels like there'll be a certain degree of grace about it.
Though that version of the story
Again,
leaves
I
out
guess that's
a
John
few
Wick though, huh?
unfortunate accidents.
Also, there'll be a lot of this. Sorry, my dude.
Dislocated limbs, gunshot wounds.
I see.
If I step into it, so can I? If I wait, I'll move into. Yes, okay.
they'll
So
move
I had
into
to
yours,
wait
yeah.
for him to move into that square because he was already moving into it, which meant I couldn't. But if I wait for him to continue moving, I can punch him when he comes into range.
Yeah.
Sucker.
It doesn't always make immediate sense, but, like, considering that the waiting is just 0.2 seconds, it's alright, you know? You can
Yeah.
click that button once or twice.
Thank you. Thought I'd click that button once or twice. Oh, this place looks very good.
Yeah.
Why? I was gonna say, why can't I throw him off a balcony? That's not very John Wick, is it?
It's impolite.
It's just no honor in that.
Professionals have standards.
This ain't Hitman.
This bit is so good, where
This
you're like
looks so pretty.
in the
The
catwalks
church, what
above
converted
the club?
to the club.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good.
It's really cool up here. Is it just that guy still? It's just that guy still.
So
It's
far,
like
yeah.
3 timelines. Oh, I see. This is telling you when they spawn in. Okay. Why, John Wick Hex? You shouldn't have.
That's only the ones that you can. That's the only ones you can see as well. There might be other people walking behind you,
Yeah.
but honestly, if you move quickly enough and just get to the exit before they can catch up to you, not a problem. I think you
down
can only.
here.
You're only blocked from leaving a level if they can see you as you use the
Oh,
door.
I see.
I think
I
it might be like if they're close enough to be a nuisance, but
yeah. So what I didn't realize there is, so because I'd already seen this person before, me approaching them didn't interrupt. So they managed to start aiming at me.
oh,
So that's going to be a problem for me if I try and... Oh, they'll get that off momentarily before me. So what can I do? Change stance and... Did that work? I have no idea. Probably not. What? Oh. John Wick away!
I think it worked. I think it worked.
It worked!
Okay.
Ridiculous!
You should recover your focus, I think.
You should shut up. Who needs focus? Me!
You do.
Hey, does focus affect your ability to aim?
Yes.
Listen, I was very impressed I got away with that.
Me too, honestly.
Thank you, Ivy. You're right. I should probably rename this stream John Wick's Rolling Trick. Where have they got? Oh, they're all over there.
Lonely Rolling Wick.
Uh-oh. He's got a while, so if I was to... I don't want to throw my gun all the way over there because I can't follow up on that. Whee! Oh.
See, throwing a gun all the way over there isn't that much of a problem if there's another one close enough to you.
1, 2,
But
3,
otherwise, you
4.
might need to. But there's other lads.
Yeah, there's many, many other lads in this area. Have a little think about it. Do I just lay in wait? I haven't got a lot of other options with that many lads up there. Unless I use John Wick's rolling trick. Feels bad. I don't want to wait here forever. Thank you. Now, seeing what's just happened here, what do you think this NPC is going to do?
Not be very happy with you?
It's a little test for everyone. Oh no, they've made the same mistake. Those two are staying there. Okay. I definitely won't get that shot off, will I? 60%? Go on.
60% might only be because they're currently moving targets.
Yeah,
if they
like
see
they're moving, but
when stop moving.
they move completely out of the way, so I think they just cancelled the shot.
That's what happened, yeah. If they see you and stop moving, then that's going to make your shot easier to line up as well, which is going to help the percentage.
Yeah. Oh! Can't believe that
It
worked.
does feel good, I think. I think the purple, the bright fuchsia splashes are really nice. Also, I just noticed that this level matches up perfectly with your overlay.
Yeah, somehow, yes. We were out here doing bisexual lighting long before John Wick, Robin.
God.
I need a new gun. I broke mine. I didn't break it, but it's out of bullets, so what's the point?
This bitch empty. Eat.
Oh, I see what you did.
Thank you.
Uh-oh. Oh, you're a brawler. Who cares? Go away.
That's so disrespectful.
Leave me alone.
Oh, this game kicks ass.
It is disrespectful. I'm sorry, but also they were in my way. John Wick's rolling trick. There's no
Here
one
comes
here.
John Wick. Time to walk up to him and punch him with my hands. Oh, he's shot me. Who could have seen this coming?
Oh no! Wait, is that the boogeyman? I want to go shake his hand.
The fucking boogeyman.
I feel like the last few levels have gone okay. Maybe I'm getting
Yeah.
some idea about how this works. Oh wait, no, we're about to see the bit where I hid behind those boxes for 5 minutes.
I really like how crunchy this game sounds. I think the sound work, the audio
There's
works
some
really good.
stinky synths in here. It's very good.
Yeah.
Box time!
John! Oh my goodness.
Walking out from behind the boxes, getting shot in the back and hiding behind the boxes again. Maybe actually I'm not okay at this yet. Oh,
Honestly,
dear.
sometimes this game lets you string your combos together properly. You do end up feeling like the Grammaton cleric. And sometimes you feel like
Out here with the
Mr.
hot
P.
equilibrium references.
I'm always thinking about equilibrium.
I want to rewatch it. I bet it sucks these days. I used to
Yeah, I bet it
I used to
sucks.
really love it when I was little. I used to think it was the coolest thing in the world. I bet it's aged like a particularly foul cheese.
I remember Sean Bean being quite fun in it.
I remember Sean Bean dying in it.
Surely you jest.
Apparently Sean Bean has stopped taking roles that where he dies because not because he doesn't want to play them, but because he's worried that people would find it too predictable that his character dies, so they would start to expect it. So now he refuses to take roles where his character dies at the end.
Good for him.
Which is
He didn't die
nice.
at the end of National Treasure.
National Treasure was a long time ago.
That's true. Also, the original ending for that was he was going to be eaten by an alligator in the sewers, but that doesn't happen.
What?
National Treasure kicks ass. National Treasure's a great film, but I won't hear anything bad said about it.
I don't want this gun. It's useless. National Treasure was a genuinely really fun film to watch, which I kind of wasn't expecting. You know how Nicolas Cage films go one or two ways?
Yeah.
He's always compelling to watch, but sometimes the film is not. There's a guy with a gun. There's a guy with a nice shirt, so obviously the gun one.
It was a fun popcorn film.
Yeah, Yes. Like, the thing is, popcorn film is like, it sounds like a negative term, but sometimes popcorn, like, you want a popcorn film. You want something that's just entertaining. Like, oh boy, what's all this? Time for the trick. Okay, so rolling significantly increases your chance of dodging, huh? Also, so does wiggling side to side. Oh boy. Oh jeez. Yep. This sucks. I didn't notice the guy behind me. Yep. That's on me. I didn't check my corners. That's the one thing video games have taught me I should be doing.
They do sneak up on you pretty quickly in this.
I mean, you might be the John Wick, but your ability to... You know, I'll go around this way. Your ability to handle multiple people is not incredible.
Yeah.
Like, it turns out a couple of guns can be a real problem, huh?
Ooh.
Oh. I wanted to put a song on. John wants his music. I guess it's already got his music on, hasn't it?
Do you remember the bit in John Wick 3 where Ian McShane says, "Well, we're gonna have a gunfight, turn the dramatic lighting on"?
Yes! It almost feels a bit like meta, but I really appreciate it. Hello,
Winking
welcome to John
directly
Wick's
at the
Corner! Sorry, you said something before I introduced that man to the corner.
Don't worry, it wasn't important.
They're gonna walk this way? Yeah, they are, okay. I'm quite enjoying the strategy of let them fuck it up themselves. So, I don't have a gun. So you know what it's time for. It's time for the trick. Oh wait, they're walking towards me. Good. Oh, it feels cool when you start tying things together intentionally.
Yeah, I know, right? Gun cutter.
I know you mean twin drills, but also I'm pretty sure John Wick doesn't have the I want to turn the music on thoughts. Oh, this room's all sorts of shit.
This bit's tough. If this is the room I'm thinking of, I believe there's a flat screen TV you can hide behind, though. I don't know if that's
shoot
gonna
the telly, Robin.
They would never. It's perfect cover.
Three in there. What are they thinking? They are sort of heading towards me. So if I walk out, one of them's gonna get a shot on me, even if I can get one of them as well. So that time above their heads is time to their next turn. Okay.
Yeah.
Or time left on the action they're executing, I suppose. So if I do that...
And if it
that
turns
went...
pink, you need to worry.
Yeah. Pink is they are going to attack. It's the shoot move.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I found
shoot
that
move was the prototype name of this game.
I found that
Oh, sorry, that was a very funny. It's a very funny like laugh. It sounded like a baby's being like shown something.
I find that just like hiding behind low cover, then popping up, shooting at somebody, then dropping back down again to disjoint anybody who's currently aiming at you, feels good. It works well, and it turns the game into Time Crisis. You know me, I love Time Crisis.
I mean, who doesn't love Time Crisis? It's very cool. I prefer Dynamite Cop, but that's fine. I know Dynamite Cop was the brawler. Yeah, what one am I thinking of? Dynamite Cop was the unofficial sequel to the Die Hard game in Japan, where not Bruce Willis shoots a squid in the bottom of a boat with a rocket launcher. All true.
What?
All true. The Dreamcast is great. One day, Robin, we will play Dreamcast games on stream.
I would love to.
Where's this enemy?
I know that you got a rocket launcher in
Oops.
Die Hard Arcade. I didn't know that you go on a boat and shoot a squid.
No, it's
How
it's
much-
the sequel to Die Hard Arcade, not the real
Right.
one. They made a brawler sequel to it because I don't know what Capcom ever think. Was it Capcom? It probably wasn't Capcom.
Let me check. No, it was because it's in Project X Zone.
Yes. It was a real game, I promise. We just need to do some Dreamcast streams. The Dreamcast is so good. It's nothing else feels like the Dreamcast for better or worse.
I mean, hey, you know what? There's a Choose Your Rocket game on Apple Arcade.
There is, and I've not played it yet because I've been too busy playing Exit the Gungeon and Grindstone.
Yeah, you played that Pinball Wizard?
I've downloaded it. It looks really good.
It's pretty good.
Oh, that's so... The takedowns are very cool.
Like, this is the thing. It doesn't take that long to get to grips with the game, but like now you're doing John Wick stuff.
I'm slowly getting towards John Wick stuff. I was proud of the bit where I rolled and then shot a dude. That was cool. Yes, Project X Zone is Capcom, Sega, and Namco, according to Hitomi. I bought Project X Zone 2 and still haven't played it. But it seems like a fever dream of a game.
I didn't know it was 3 companies. I didn't know you're allowed to do
Just keep shoving
one
them in.
person.
So where was the bit where I could buy more things?
You can only do that at the start.
Osborne
Oh, I
was
thought
outraged.
you said I could buy more after 3 of them or something.
Break into his
I don't. If I said that, I'm sorry for misleading you. I meant that once you finish the entire thing, you can
fight him,
start planning again afterwards.
So
But
when
you
can I
can't do
get to
planning.
choose to stash guns?
but he's not.
You do that
so
at the very beginning. You say, "I want to put a gun here."
But oh, like you can choose any level and choose to put a gun in that. Okay.
Yeah. Because you can't do your planning while you're already in the building shooting a bunch of labs, because that's not
Well,
the planning
maybe
bit. That's
you
the...
can't. I've got a phone. Sorry. The sorry sense says, only me, it's just John. Oh no, you came too close. So he's gonna punch in 0.7. I'm quicker than you. Uh-oh, there's a person around there though. Now that I'm understanding the UI, I'm understanding how to play the game.
The thing with the UI is that it does have to do a lot of hard work. Like,
It really
it's lots
does.
It's lots of information. I think it manages to deliver quite elegantly. Like
The timeline is a really good way of displaying the information.
Yeah, I like how underneath your timeline there's the bad dudes' timeline, and it gets squished up so that they can fit more people on there. But if you mouse over it, then
It
it'll
just bursts out.
draw a line. It'll draw a line from that timeline to the bad dude, so you can find where they are easier.
Yeah. Where am I going?
No idea, mate.
Exploring, I guess. I don't know, I'm going by the rules of where's furthest away from where I spawned. Project X Zone 2 has a Sega to Sanshiro commercial that's fully voiced and... Man.
Didn't Segata Sanshiro canonically die?
I think he like crashed into something and exploded, right?
Didn't he crash into the sun?
That sounds like it! Now the problem I've got here is I've got no bullets left and 2 guns down there by where the boys come out.
Yeah.
It's a boy! Oh dear, it's a John Wick gender reveal party. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Yep. Should not have come down here to get the gun, should I? Oh,
He
my God.
suplexed a cruise missile into space. You know what? Thank you for your service, Segata Sanshiro.
Yeah,
It's double
sure.
tricky.
Why not? To be fair, I made an incredibly shit decision that I knew was a bad idea, and I got punished for it. I went down into the staircase where the lads spawned because I needed a gun, which is just not a good idea. Oh, I didn't time that good.
Don't forget to use a bandage, by the way.
Yeah, I was hoping to like do it when I was at the minimum amount of health, but I'm basically there now, huh? Uh-oh! Are we doing this one then, John? Oh!
You're right.
No. I'm not sure how my genius brain will get away with this. John Wick's rolling trick. John Wick's rolling trick. John Wick's rolling trick. I've got no bullets or anything. This is just a waste of time, isn't it? Where's the fuck it button?
I think that's under throw gun.
Throw gun. I've really messed this up.
They don't always work out that well.
Not every attempt is a good attempt, you know? It doesn't mean we should stop doing it.
Exactly.
Okay. So we know there's going to be a boy up here that John will do something terrible to. Hello, it's John Wick time. Oh, that was probably a bad idea, actually. Oh well.
I like that it's not just all men that you're fighting. Like,
Yes,
there's a pretty good mix.
There's a good mix of people. They're not all like. Well, they look like they might be broadly the same models, but they have like different haircuts and stuff.
There's different haircuts, different skin tones.
Oh, what are we gonna do about this? I should have picked up another gun before coming through the last level. We've learned.
We're learning.
Wick's rolling
We're learning the
trick.
spot.
No, John Wick's rolling trick should really work better than this. Oh. Okay, so they started moving, but I've gone about this completely the wrong way. Is there actually like a restart? There is. Okay.
There's usually a guy standing with their back to you at the start of lots of levels, so you can sneak up on them and knock them out.
Did people
Take their stuff.
respond to like noise and that?
I think so. I think you can actually be stealthy.
Because that guy totally didn't realise until I was here. Okay. Hello, Saf. Of course we know it's you. Sorry, I'm just in John Wick brain mode trying to do things good. Ow!
Saf is the photographer who took some of the best photographs of my entire life. I respect them a lot. Thank you. They did the John Wick photo shoot with me.
They are an angel. Oh, you don't follow John Wick into a room. What are you doing? It's just all just terrible decisions. You bunch of fools.
Can you fault an enemy building? God.
I don't like that my response. I've gone too strategy game. I've set up like a corner where all the bad stuff is happening. That's too strategy game, and it's not John Wick enough.
I was doing a bit more reading. Apparently, they were inspired by the bit in the first John Wick film where he goes to shoot the lad, but he's out of ammo, so he just punches him briefly, stunning the guy as he reloads very slowly and methodically, and then shoots him in the face. Which is a good bit.
That's very good. It's again, like I said at the start of the stream, John Wick is a better, like, is a very, very clever action film in a way I super duper wasn't expecting. Like, bye! I still remember, I remember, Robin, you showing us John Wick for the first time and us being a bit like, are we gonna like this? Is this gonna be a bit, like...
Okay.
Like, we maybe thought this was gonna be like a bit of a stupid action film, and it's not... It is an action film where a lot of bad things happen. You can't really get away from that, but it's very, very well done and cool. And
ultimately, it is a revenge film, but that's
But it's got
Like,
stakes
just
we can
the-
all relate to, which is doggy.
Doggy. It's like that. Calling it a revenge film is saying that Chariots of Fire is about running.
Why can I not move?
Are you crouched?
No.
I'm not sure then.
No buttons are working.
Curious.
What? What?
Oh, are you mid-shot? Can you hit wait for us?
No. That button's disabled too. Did it freeze because I saw a new person and it froze mid-shot, so now the game is in an impossible state?
Oh, that could be it.
Ah, jeez.
Oh no.
That's a shame, isn't it?
That's unfortunate.
That one was going alright. Yeah, it's bullet time. It's just incredibly slowly. It's going to take about half an hour to resolve. So if you need to go away and get a cup of tea or anything...
It's a different Keanu film that had bullet time.
Yeah, Point Break.
Yeah, the bit where he his dad's climbing over the fence, and Keanu lies on his back and goes, "It's bullet time!" and starts shooting his gun in the air.
You know where in Bill and Ted, where they they have that little celebration they do where they like say the name of the band and they play like a fake air guitar and they both go bullet time and they do air guitar.
They start shooting air pistols in the air. By that I mean finger guns, not air pistols.
No, air pistols, yes. Like those little air zookas that you get off the internet in 2003.
I was thinking air guitar, and then I just carried on that train of thought, and then the train of thought derailed. Those are called vortex cannons, by the way, Danny.
Are they actually called vortex cannons?
Yeah.
That's a cool name.
Mm.
I always thought those were really cool.
They are. I've seen people making much bigger vortex cannons and like knocking over a bunch of boxes with them.
Oh yeah. That sounds like a bit of a YouTube hole, honestly.
Yep.
That person. How many bullets have I got? I've got 2. That's a fucking mood, that is. Walking into a room, seeing John Wick aiming a pistol and going, what? Okay, bye. No, I'm clocking off. Oh wait, is that
actually...
the boogeyman? I'm leaving.
Is that? You know what?
Hey, Tony, is that?
I don't get paid enough for this. I think it actually happens in one of them Marvel. That Tony Stark is shooting a bunch of lads with a cool Iron Man gun, and then one of the guys just puts his gun down and says, "You know what? Fine, I'm going."
Honestly, that's a funny bit. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm near an enemy spawner again and not where I want to be. The thing about the Marvel films is, much as I really am not that bothered about them, the ones I have watched have been spectacular.
They're very fun films.
Taika Waititi is an incredible director. I love him with all my heart, and Thor Ragnarok is a very fun film.
Yeah.
Right, this is the room where it all gets
I don't want to get
babbled.
into the Martin Scorsese just yet, because it's...
Oh,
we
Scorsese.
got like another half... Yeah, I can't get into Scorsese right now, but because there's half an hour left of the stream.
Thank you for the unquestioning acceptance of...
You know what? I'm a big fan of Scorsese. That one's good. We can keep it.
Anyway, he said that one's good, tacitly saying the rest of them have been bad. Oh no. Working in the same office as John Wick and accidentally taking his lunch. That's bad for you.
I feel like... Okay, maybe I'm just...
How'd you miss
projecting
both of
onto
those?
the character.
Oh, is that a boss? That's probably a boss.
Might be the boss. I feel like I might be projecting onto the character a bit too much, but I think he would just want an apology. Still.
Yeah, that's true. He's a nicer person than that. Like, the thing about John Wick is he's spectacularly good at assassin stuff, but he doesn't seem like a particularly nasty person when someone doesn't deserve it.
There's that bit in the first film where he's sneaking into the club and he just lets that dude go because he's not particularly interested in killing him.
I sneak up on... Oh, there's loads of dudes! So what can I do? Take down Who is the second one? The little baby man is there. So can I throw my gun at the baby? No, not enough time. If I dodge that... Ah. So now I have a whole 0.0 seconds alone with this guy. I don't need this gun. That did nothing.
This bitch empty.
That did literally nothing to him.
It can bring down their focus.
It did bring down
Which
his
is
focus,
useful.
you're right. But it was not a good use of my time. What did you do that for? Away we go. Yeah. Okay, so we can't have that fight outside. We fully cannot have that fight outside.
Yeah.
Like, boys are just going to keep spinning into that room.
It's tricky. It's really tough.
That's right, this is sort of what I expected. Not the I'd be rubbish at it, but, you know, to be fair. The, like, retrying of it and just sort of, like, trying to figure things out. That guy's going to shoot a gun at me. Like, it's partly about, like, you know, how the spawns roll out, but it's also, like, getting a feel for the level, getting a feel for how... He's got a gun, hasn't he? Oh, dear. Yeah. Beefed that real bad. Yeah, it's partly about how the spawns line out, but it's partly about, like, learning what's in store and learning how to use the level better. So... That's gonna be bad for me.
Yeah.
So, like, on that attempt, I learned, don't fight outside the room. It's time for the trick, Robin. John Wick's rolling trick.
It works too well.
It works so well is the thing. John Wick's rolling trick is guaranteed to work every time. I also am very in love with the name. Does it show? If I just go here and, like, you can't bandage while sitting down, can you? Oh, I'd completely... You're right, Saf. That bit in the second film is a very good example of that. Like, it's very, like... I think it's an interesting characterization to have him basically be the angel of death and have the whole, like, assassin network really concerned that, you know, he's on their tail, because he bloody would be. But also, he clearly does have heart, and, like, he's not actually out there. Like, he wanted to get out, right? The thing is, he wanted to get out. In fact, at the start of the first film, he was out, you know? That's the whole thing about John Wick. But he's dragged back in by these people, so he's nice to people who, like, are not in that world. Although it makes me sort of sad where he got tricked to have to do bad things. But mostly that's just because I want nice things to happen to him. I'm gonna have
I mean, the first film is essentially just about a man who's unable to
what?
unable to process his grief because he was trying to mourn the loss of his wife, and that's why the dog is so important.
Shit. I might take a bullet here.
That's okay. One is fine. Is it John Leguizamo in that film? Yeah, John Leguizamo gives him a nice car.
I don't really know who John Leguizamo is, other than the internet tells me he played a character called the Pest.
He's Tybalt, isn't he?
Oh, you're right. Sorry, you're so right. He is Tybalt in the Baz Luhrmann.
Baz Luhrmann, Romeo plus Juliet.
Yeah, which was a spectacular film that I'm very glad we rewatched recently.
Oh, mate, it's very good.
Oh, I've got no focus. This is going to be a disaster. Oh boy. Okay, so strike doesn't require focus. Okay, that's interesting.
It's just push and take down the thing. But also lots of dodges will require it too.
Oh, there's so many guys. I need my focus back. John wants to concentrate. John wants to concentrate. Concentrating is when you concentrate in your jeans. Let's retry. I wanted to say that before I got shot because I would have deserved to have got put down on the ground for it. Just shoved to the floor and someone screaming, "No!"
Twin Drills pointed out that the John Wick series is John Wick's no good, very bad week.
Yes, spectacularly
And
so.
the longest period of time that passes is, I think, when he gets on a plane to Casablanca.
And he has a relatively normal flight.
Yeah, and then he goes for a wander in the desert for a bit.
That bit's weird,
Everything
isn't
else.
it? Oh yeah, that bit.
Halle Berry giving him sending him on his journey with a bottle of girl spits.
God, shut up.
Am I wrong? Are you going to try and tell me that I'm wrong?
You're not right. Oh no, sorry. I mean, you have no rights.
Thank you.
You gave them all up when you said the thing. But yeah, also the desert bit, like the big fight they have is cool and everything, but him getting tricked into having to help, that whole section is distressing and makes me feel sad. Just in the way that I like John Wick and I hate that he got John tricked. I've only got 3 bullets in this thing.
I think it's because, like, Keanu just does such a good job portraying the character you want him to do well. Not just because, like, you've seen his motivation and everything, but you just... he gets me there, you know?
God, there's a lot of gun guys knocking about. So if I move here, how long have I got? Oh, I've got all the time in the world. Away we go. See, that's what I hadn't quite considered. If you get in melee range, you can move them around and that, like, cancels your actions and stuff, right? So if you get into melee range with a boss, you can make them do what you want so long as you have the focus. It's just his other boys I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Saf, for saying John tricked as well. Great minds. Yeah. Get out of it. So that will do 2... Oh, I see. That will do 2 damage to him and 2 focus damage. And that will do all 3, but that will cost some of my I'm starting to slowly understand the game.
Yeah.
This is a very complicated game. But, like... Oh, I see. He's patting his brain.
Remember throwing a pistol does 1 point of damage as well.
He hacked me. So he's about to shoot me, so what if he didn't? Oh, he's got so much health. He's got 12 health.
It's a lot. It's too much.
He's too big. Look at the size of him.
He's huge. If you let him.
Hang on.
Get too
I
close
thought
to
this was a wall. This was a bed. I think I can understand why this man can shoot through the wall now.
Right. Yeah, if you let the big guy get too close to you, he will do his own version of a takedown on you, where he picks you up and
fully
drops
just
you
did
onto the
that.
ground. It's very rude of him.
It's extremely rude, yeah. Speaking of extremely rude, I don't like anything that's going on here with this gun guy. I think that guy actually spawned before he came into the room. It seems to only be spawning melee boys.
Right.
So I think I should have, like, been more aware of him coming in. Like, if we've got 3 in this room, and probably someone else coming in. I feel like this game wants me to be Galaxy Brain as opposed to, like, Tiny Brain. But I am Tiny Brain. Oh dear. Oh dear. That's it. Oh well. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. But what else is for bed? Like, what else is for nap? Like, Robin, I'm so clearly incensed that I can't even speak words. What is bed for if not for napping?
You'll learn when you're older.
I'm already a grown-up. I spend most of my time napping, like a grown-up is allowed to do.
You're right.
Why is there two now?
Do you know what's the best part of being an adult is?
Making
Napping whenever you
terrible
want to having.
decisions.
I was going to say napping whenever you want to having sweets for every meal. So yes.
That's what I said. Sometimes I wish maybe someone would tell me that sweets isn't a meal.
I mean, we mentioned this before. I literally came to your house to cook you dinner.
Yes, and you were wrong. I mean,
Eat your eggs.
You were right, of course. The dinner was super delicious, but also you're wrong about the thing you said about sweets.
Sometimes you just deserve to treat yourself, and sometimes you sweets for every meal.
Is this gonna get bad for me? This is gonna get bad for me. Well, fine. Shoot me, see if I care.
I
know
feel
I
like
shouldn't get so
getting
hung
shot.
up on it.
You first.
I was gonna say I know I shouldn't get so hung up on it, but I am utterly obsessed with the fact it called that the melee capsule.
Yeah,
It's like
it's
like
good.
it's like the John Wick Wiggler. Step into the melee capsule.
It's kind of shaped like a pills as well.
And that person behind is gonna be a problem at some point. Whatever.
I feel like it's a very cool action movie thing. Somebody to get shot and not really worry about it too much.
Yes, like powering through the pain. Absolutely.
Yeah. When really, getting shot even the slightest bit would probably...
Oh, I
Probably
think it would be
make you
very
fall over.
upsetting. Yeah.
Ooh, ow, I've been shot.
Oh, why'd you do that? Like, it's... John Wick has things to do, right? Like, he's not stopping just because he's got a little bit shot.
Exactly.
In we go. The push is very good, actually. I was so wrong about it before. So I want to keep my gun. I don't have a lot of focus is the problem. Push really takes down their focus though, huh?
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Arse. How are you meant to get your focus back in a situation like this?
You can run away. I found that works.
But the
if you-
boss is gonna follow you.
So the boss will sometimes walk away to recover their own focus as well.
Oh, that's true. But then the whole... You start the delicate dance once again. Let's see what happens. Hey! Enough of you. I only have one bullet. No, I have two bullets. Well, I don't know. Bad luck for you. Oh, the double melee capsule. It's time. It's time. I can't. He's in my way.
Exit the Wiggler.
No! The trick didn't work!
No!
My only weakness. Someone standing in front of me when I want to roll.
If it's any consolation, this is the same bit I got up to before I got really stuck.
No, it seems like a bit of a hump, you know? Oh, honestly, Ivy, right? If someone shot me, I would sulk at them so hard.
You're being a huge dick right now, guy.
What are you doing that for? I've never done anything wrong in my life.
I'm just a little guy. It's
Just a
my
birthday boy,
birthday.
come on! I think... So, okay. This is gonna vastly overestimate the importance of Twitter, as I often do. Oh, whoops. The birthday boy tweet has completely changed the way we think about a lot of things. When I say we, I mean...
The people we
rubbish
play
attempt.
Final Fantasy 14 with.
Yes, it's completely changed our discourse.
Yeah. It's not short kings anymore. It's little guys.
Little birthday boys.
Birthday boys.
Do you have little birthday boy tweet to hand? Because I feel like we need it for context.
Would you like a dramatic reading?
You could certainly do a dramatic reading, but oh, the gun! I think having the link would be good as well. It's crediting your sources.
You know what, you're right.
Took that guy out by a gun to the face, but not in the normal way that you'd expect.
Oh.
Oh, why are you there? Stop it. Stop being there. Thank you. The soundtrack of this game is spectacular as well. It's exactly like the sort of like, not like spooky, more just sort of like slinky synths that I would want from a John Wick game.
Yeah, I agree. It just sounds right, you know?
Bum.
Anyway, I dated a 5'8" guy who taunt every jacked 6'3" bro he met until they pull their fist back to beat him up. Whereupon my ex would go, hey, come on, I'm a little guy. I'm just a little guy. No, it's also my birthday. I'm a little birthday boy. And somehow it always worked.
I'm a little birthday boy.
I'm putting that in the Discord as well.
The birthday boy tweet is just spectacular. Stop it. Step into my melee capsule. Stop it. Okay.
Step into my melee capsule. Joker's Wick.
Okay. I'm gonna have to take care of him first. He's got a gun. He's dangerous. I feel we're in a pretty good setup now. We've got the idea at least. It's time for it. So he's gonna start acting in 0.6. So if I get, I've gone into the toilet room by mistake. Wait for him to come round to me, and then surprise. Oh, he's got a gun.
Rude.
Bringing a gun into my special melee fight.
So yeah, you can get different types of pistols. He's got a revolver, and I don't think I like it.
This is gonna suck for me. You know what? Deal with the problem at hand. So if he...
The revolver does more damage than the regular pistol, but also it takes a lot longer to aim, which can kind of be everything.
I'm just gonna take it. Ah! Come on! Uh-oh! It's his turn. How long does picking up a gun take? Plenty of time! 0.5 and then... No! Sounds fake, actually.
So once you kill the dude, you don't need to worry about leaving the level. Just end this section and go straight on to the next part.
He's not gonna let me do it, is he? Oh no, he was tapping his own head, okay. Oh, there's so many dudes though. I think this is all just problems, Robin. You can push people through people, can't you? But I don't have any focus. So if I move here... Oh, okay. That's not going to stop him. That won't stop him. Yeah, I can't do much. I've let my focus get too low to be really useful here. And also I don't have gun, so... Oh, okay,
Yeah.
when you're in the melee capture, you can't escape, of course.
Or you can escape if you have focus.
Yeah, if you have focus, but I had no focus.
Yeah.
Okay.
This does feel like a big difficulty spike. I don't think I hate it. It's just like the boss fights make you reconsider your tactics completely.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like in a way where I'm just chumping it up and I hate it. It just feels like, oh, it's kind of tricky.
Yeah.
It's a hard level, and that's fine. Like, I feel maybe spawn fewer dudes.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, either spawn fewer dudes or have them be a little less impenetrable, one or the other. But also, that's probably me being rubbish at the game talking. Oops! Where's the other one? Oh, he's there. He just kind of kept walking through that. I don't trust him at all. Terminator looking dude. Oh, okay. Get out of here, Terminator. It's really good, like, when you get the feeling of, like, what can you get away with? Like, there, I knew I could just walk up to him and, like, get him, because he wouldn't be able to, like, pull a gun on me by the time he saw me. Like, oh, I guess that's part of the John Wick feeling, right? Like, knowing what you can do and what you can get away with in any particular situation.
Yeah, definitely.
Stop spawning guys! Wait, there's another door up here, isn't there? Can I just go in that one?
No, not that one, unfortunately.
Okay, that has to be opened by an NPC. That sucks.
Yeah. That's a little annoying. I wish there were more ways to enter the rooms.
We have to go get that gun now. Well, it's more like there is another way. Like, I've seen it be used by other people when we're having that fight. It's just a bit like, why can't I open that door?
Yeah.
John's capable of opening doors, I've seen it.
I've heard that, yeah.
It's one of his things, isn't it?
He loves opening doors, mate.
Sometimes he doesn't even use the correct handles. I mean,
Sometimes he just
he
kicks
kills people.
Yeah.
So that's frustrating, because that guy's not dead. He needs... So if I... Again, like, it's just guys with guns spawning everywhere. How are you meant to do this when there's guys with guns around?
It's rough.
Like, there's no way to stop them spawning, so I can't wait until there's none left. But then, if they've got a gun, and this door's spawning as well, what are you gonna do? Okay, they've gone. For a second, at least. Oh dear, he's gonna shoot me now. Whoa, that was... I'll take it. So now can I... Yeah. Hey. Rude. So he's presumably run off to do his, like, little tappy head. Guys. So many more guys. Go away.
So many dudes.
Excuse me, I'm busy. Hey, can you still see me? Oh. I'm going to assume the answer's yes. Oh, I can't actually push him anywhere. Never mind. Is there any way I can avoid the gunning that guy is about to do? No! Has it done it again?
Oh, I hope not.
I think it's done it again.
No!
Okay. We'll give it one more go. Either way, what happens, we'll give it one more go. That's frustrating. Has it crashed much for you while you've been playing? Because I know you've been playing all day, basically.
Yeah, not really. I've seen a few other particularly strange bugs, but It has been doing that for me.
Oh, God, they're just straight up on me this time, huh? It's just frustrating. Fortunately, we weren't doing particularly well either of those times, but imagine if we were. Why is there so many guys? Never stay in one place. They can't catch you with their guns if you don't stay in one place. Oh no, that takes a second. You fool. You giant foolish fool. This one didn't count. You giant foolish fool. Sometimes games have bugs, you know. It doesn't mean the game is bad or cursed. It's just unfortunate. It's very hard to make a game, you know.
Yeah. Video games are really hard to make, and this is the second day that it's been out for just over 24 hours.
Yeah. I would never, like, have a go at like people for releasing a game with like a couple of bugs. If it's like a clearly chonky like junk thing, that's you know a different case, right? This isn't like a clearly bad game. It's just it's got a couple of bugs and like that happens. Very well done to everyone for making a good John Wick game. Frankly, it seems like making a good John Wick game would be really hard, so like very well done to everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, you've got a gut. Why is everyone turning up all of a sudden? I don't need that. I need to end this person. It's not going to work, is it? Super Hot is sort of a John Wick game, isn't it? You're right.
The bit in John Wick 2 where I saw him shooting some lads, then stopping and throwing his pistol at someone else's face is when I realised that Super Hot finally got the film adaptation that it deserves.
You know, I've still actually never played the entirety of Super Hot. I should probably fix that.
I think I should too. I loved the web version for the 7
It was spectacular. It was like... It felt like... oh, it's going to get bad in here. Like a sea change.
Yeah.
I think part of the reason I never actually played Super Hot is because I don't have a VR, and it seems like VR was always the most compelling way to play it.
I really want to try Super Hot VR, but also... Do you know anybody with a headset? Because I don't.
No, if I had a headset, I would be out here making Beat Saber streams, Robin. I would have just streamed 2 hours of me dancing to Caramel Dancing on Beat Saber. I actually really want to do that. Because anyone got a spare VR headset they can give us? Anyone got like £7,000 lying around?
We need a VR ready PC. Can someone give me £7,000, please?
Yes.
If someone gives me £7,000, I promise to only spend on making a really good computer.
Yeah, same. I promise I'll only do that. I would truly. That's the thing. I would truly love to get a VR headset because I think there are some really like genuinely compelling uses for VR now. But
definitely,
it's more expensive than anything. Let's go. Let's go. But also, Beat Saber looks like so much fun.
Seriously.
Oh my god, why is there so many boys now? Big boys. Itty bitty boys. God, leave me alone. Go away. Just kick him in the shins. Honestly, if I did have the technology capable of it, I would 100% do full body capture of me playing Beat Saber and put a Danny model into it. You know I would.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, Robin.
Have you looked at the chat?
No?
Nick Dringali was one of the developers of this game.
Who? Sorry, I'm a fool. You
One
have
of
to
the people
remind.
that was being very helpful.
Oh! Oh! Thanks for the good advice.
Yeah.
Makes sense why they knew stuff and was good and clever.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nick, wherever you are. Sorry that I managed to capture a couple of bugs. I just have a bad energy in my soul, apparently. No, it's not. I have a good energy in my soul. I just make games break by looking at them. What am I doing? I've sort of trapped myself in the bathroom with this procession of boys. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Okay, let's carry on. That person's about to pop a shot off. Big revolver boy hit, which is a problem. That guy's still alive. It's really weird in that this is like both. I feel super. It feels like it's super strategic, but also it feels like it's really fast. You know. It's simultaneously both, which is really impressive. Oh, that's gonna go bad for me. Wait, it's gonna go fine for me. They didn't go good for me. I've got no focus.
I was wondering why this person knew so much about the game when it only came out yesterday.
I thought they were just clever.
Yeah. Turns out they are.
To be fair, they
but
are,
for
yes.
another reason.
Oh dear. Thank you. Wait, that person's about to pop a shot off again. Get out of the way, John Wick! You got a gun? Yes, you have a gun. I really appreciate that when you hover over one, you can see if they're carrying, basically.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a shot. I don't mean in like the fun drink party way. Unless you're having a very bad party. Gosh, I shouldn't have moved so far away. That's on me. Yeah. I've made a bit of a hash of this bit of it, I'll be honest with you, Robin. Yeah.
This game's tricky.
This game is tricky, but it's really fun. I feel like we were saying it before. Like, if you get really, really good at it, like the post-level replay will make you look super, super cool. But also, like, on those levels where it sort of started to click, it felt like it was cool to do as well. Like, I felt like I reached the mythical thing of gaming, the flow state, right?
Yes.
And that's like it's like genuinely fascinating how like things achieve the flow state. I'm being very, very ineloquent. I'm sorry. Like, I think this game, like it being a strategy game, but like a strategy game that's timed but not real time, but is timed but still all runs on the real clock, is such a cool idea. It's
really ambitious, and I think it's a really cool idea, and it does it really well. I think I really enjoy this.
It really, really does. This is like genuinely, this is a spectacular game. I think this is.
Yes.
If you'd have sat me down in a room and asked how to make a John Wick video game, this would never have been my answer. And I am a small-brained fool for it. This is. You know what's weird, Robin? We're in a time of genuinely great movie adaptation video games.
It's weird, but yeah, this is a movie adaptation video game, and it's really interesting. I actually remember seeing a quote from Mike Bithell saying that. Let me find the line. if you're making a licensed game and you're not trying to push the medium forward, in my opinion, you're wasting your time. Which is a bold claim, but also I can see what he means. Like,
I mean, why not be ambitious, right? If you're making something,
Yeah.
like, you don't make something and not shoot for the moon. Like,
Exactly.
no one starts a creative project without wanting to do something great. And, like, that... This is cool. I'm going to be playing this for ages, I think. Not tonight,
most
though,
exciting-
because it's really late.
Yeah, the most interesting and exciting thing for me about this game is that it's not going to work for a lot of people, you know? Like, some people are going to play it and they won't like the turn-based thing. They'll want a game where you just get to cut about and beat the snot out of a bunch of lads as quick as possible. And that's great. Like, I'm interested to see how this game won't work and the kind of responses that we'll get from people like that. But for me, I want to play this.
Yeah, this is they made a game specifically for you, huh?
We just got done playing, and I want to go back to it.
It's alright, you can take over now. I'm passing the controller back to you. Like, we've talked about games that have been made specifically for me before, and we visited, like, Brigador, which is specifically for you, but also John Wick Hex is a game specifically for you as well. I'm really glad we could play it today. John Wick Hex is good, and if you want to play it right now, it's out on the Epic Store for about £15. Yeah, it's really good. Good job, everyone.
And soon it will be out on consoles. Whatever
To find out which ones. Oh, again, that's not to sound mean. Making a video game is hard. I imagine porting it is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Anyway, see you all on PlayStation 5.
Bye!
What sort of segue is that? Thanks for joining us, everyone. We'll see you again soon. Good night.